Josan Nedeho. My name is Yves Tiberghien or Tin Phu. So it's been a great honor today to give a bit of opinion on what's happening in Hong Kong. So I said a few things. First of all, I expressed my admiration toward the dedication, energy, courage of the young people last fall. It was a truly historic moment, right, when that many young people committed that much of their time and life to a process that was very well run. That was impressive, right? Very impressive. So I first gave homage to them. Then the rest of my remarks are trying to understand where we are, what the constraints are, and then how we can improve the situation for Hong Kong people's hope toward the future. And so in the end, my position was very close to those of Simon Yong and Alan Leung, right? Which is, in the short term, the best hope is to find any way to increase the negotiations and the deliberations between the government in Hong Kong and the Pan-Democrats to get to a package that, while cannot change the reality of the 831 ruling of the NPC, because we know the NPC will not change it, at least until the next 19th Party Congress. There is room within those parameters to really push to the maximum the responsiveness of the selection committee and then the election process afterwards to be as close as possible to the voice of the people. I tend to believe that even the partial package today has, first of all, having real election in 2017, having the one man, one vote will have such momentum that in itself it would accelerate the process no matter what, right? Having an election run in Hong Kong would have a spillover effect that's uncontrollable. But of course it would be better first to maximize the space within the nomination process. And I think some of the proposals raised by Simon Yong and Alan Leung are good, right? So now what we have to hope for is a quality deliberation process to allow amendments to the April 22 package proposed by the government. There is room to push it further, even under the constraints of 831. And also I mentioned that behind the protest movements in the fall, there are deeper aspirations, right? Some about better governance, more economic opportunities for the young people, addressing the issue of inequality, of rising real estate prices, and also the mainlandization. So I think pushing for a bit more control in the inflow of wealthy people from mainland to preserve some of the space, right? Or at least make this much more manageable. All those are policy actions that would also go some ways in addressing the preferences of especially young people. But in general, this is a moment, there is a call, right? In a sense, the young people have caught the moral high ground and they're calling for better governance and better representation. We have constraints that we have to live with, finding ways to support that better governance in Hong Kong while supporting reforms in China and supporting the reformers in China rather than the more conservative leaders is possible, and this should be our aspiration.